How you doing, girl?
Gotcha.
I'm good.
You from South Korea?
No,
Where you from?
I'm North Korea.
See, I can't come over there. How old are you?
25?
You pretty though. You got a pretty face.
Thank you.
Of course.
I like black men.
You do?
No, I love black men.
Oh, you love black men. And
You're
listen,
so sexy. You're so hot.
She want me. She want me.
you want me?
Yeah.
I want you too. So guess what? You need to do? Put your Instagram or a WhatsApp or something so I can get in touch with you. I won't be in North Korea, but I'll be in South Korea. Okay? That's your Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll follow you on Instagram because you cute.
Okay.
You my type, and I love Asian women. You know.
Oh, shit.
Man,
Hi,
I got.
my friend. Hi.
How you doing?
Oh, you're handsome.
Thank you. Thank
my
you.
Man.
Oh,
My
okay,
man.
I
Sensational.
Oh my god, you're so hot. I'm so embarrassing
Why?
Wait.
What's embarrassed? Why?
because you're so sexy and 100 my idol type. 100%.
All right, listen. I'm about to stay in touch with you so we can talk all the time. I'm gonna FaceTime you with my feet kicked up, okay?
The way you grab me, must wanna get nasty. Go ahead, get at me. What do they make dreams for when you got them jeans on? What do they need steam for? You the hottest bitch in this place. I feel so lucky. You wanna hug me? What rhymes with hug me?
All right, welcome to 8,000 Miles Away, guys. We have another exciting live stream tonight. Yes, I played that at the beginning because I wanted to get a little humor in before we get into this live stream. We got a topic we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about what you saw on the thumbnail. I'm actually doing a reaction to a TikToker out here who said some things that we're going to talk about. We're going to get into. We're going to talk about this thing. We're going to break this down point by point and get to the point. So before we get started, I'm going to run the intro, and then we're going to get right to the video that I'm going to review. Well, first, I think we're going to add some content. In fact, before we do her video, before I react to her video, I'm going to play another video which kind of reminds me of that video because all of it's going to come together. Because, you know, these women out here, they want to blame, they want to shame, and they want to blame. But it's a whole mess. So let's run this video here. And we'll take off from here. So we're gonna run this cat here, let him cook first. And then I'm gonna get right at it. Now you see, I got on the before we get started. Let me back this up. The reason why I got this jersey on is because them cats won today. Look at this. This is the Carolina Panthers. They actually won a game today. In fact, not that they just win a game, they won 30-0. A shutout. Something you ain't never seen Carolina do. So I had to get up and I had to represent just a little bit for my boys. Wow. Because they lose a lot. But, you know, we all sit back and we love the Steve Smith and the Cam Newton days down here in Carolina. But anyway, I digress. Let me get back to the content here. I'm going to play this video. And this is not the one I'm going to react to, but it hits home, and I'm going to let Bruh cook. So let me let Bruh cook, and then we're going to take off from there. Let's get it.
Y'all not gonna like this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Why are so many black women not getting married at the same rate as other women?
You know,
Well, here's the truth.
I'm not in the business of bashing black women,
Other cultures raise their sons to think of marriage as a goal.
but I am in the business of telling them the truth.
They go to college, they graduate, the plan is marriage, house, family. They have a plan.
You know what's fascinating to me? How is it that everybody knows why black women are the least married, except for black women? They have no idea.
But in our community, a lot of black men are not raised with that same blueprint.
This is how I know black women do not respect black men. Because we've been telling you why, we've been explaining to you why, and it goes out one ear and out the other. I have no idea how you don't know. And what's worse about this whole entire thing is, instead of looking yourself in the mirror, you want to blame men. So let me put it this way. Let me create a scenario for you. Let's say you always wanted a Birkin bag, right? You always wanted a Birkin bag. You didn't save up your money. You go into the store to buy your Birkin bag. You can't wait. You get to the store and the associate tells you, you know what? You shouldn't get the Birkin bag. You should get a Coach. Is that going to change your mind? Of course it's not. What if the associate calls you insecure? Is that going to change your mind? Of course not. What if the associate says, you can't handle a Coach bag?
It's because you're probably weak enough that you can't handle the black woman.
Is that going to change your mind? Of course not. You want what you want. Just like black men. Not just black men. Men in general. We be telling y'all why nothing changes. It's the same BS over and over again. And that shaming shit doesn't work. Especially for real men. Because real men go after what they want. Period. And for some reason, instead of taking accountability, you want to blame men. And what's crazy to me is the answers in your face. The culture. Let me put it this way. When it comes to the Cardi B's of the world, the Meg Thee Stallion, the Lotto, even the Glorrillas of the world, all these women that y'all look up to, all these women that y'all live through their music to, they playing y'all like a fiddle. Meg Thee Stallion, she just got done posting a video of her cooking for her man, doing for her man, being the woman that her man needs her to be so she can get that ring eventually. Does she rap about that in her music? Of course not. Because she knows I can't live the life that I portray myself in this music because I ain't going to keep a man. He ain't going to stay put. He might play with me for a little bit, but he not going to stay put. He not going to take me seriously. But y'all eating it up. Cardi B, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me show you I got this ring. Then we just see a video of her cooking and cleaning, exposing her. Because she knows what she raps about in her music is not real life. She knows she can't keep a man that way. Lotto, didn't she say...
Low body count.
No,
That's
you
all I said.
you always make it seem as if you could count your bodies on one hand.
I
really
can
listen to
though.
you.
I can though.
But why does that?
Oh, I can count how many dudes I done slept with in one hand. Why not 2 hands? Why not 3 hands? Why not 4 hands? Oh, you mean to tell me that it does matter how many people you done been with before? Oh, you mean to tell me your past do matter? But I thought you ain't a real man if you care about a woman's past.
Sis, if a man is not ready to accept your history, then you can rest assured that he is not part of your destiny.
These women are selling y'all crack and they're staying sober. And y'all over here shooting it up, smoking it up like crazy. But then you want to blame men. Again, the culture. Black men have been saying this for a long time. Now, am I speaking about all black women? Obviously not. But I am speaking for an amount that is so significant that you can see it in the stats. That you can see it to where we see it's a big issue. If you want results, you need to change the way you operate, the way you think, the way you move. You need to be the woman that that man is looking for. And the thing about black men is we're blessed. We have the option of choosing. Although we want black women and we choose black women in high numbers, just like black women choose black men, if that option is not available to us, if what we're looking for isn't available to us, guess what? We can go here, we can go there. You would think that the black women that want black men to be loyal to them would give them exactly what they want, would be the woman that they are looking for. But no, they just think, All they got to do is be a black woman and be available and don't have to do the work, and it's just going to happen. Newsflash. Clown.
See, he hitting it from a different angle. He's hitting it from a total different angle by coming and saying that the women are, we're telling them what they need, what we want, and they're not listening. They're not listening. They're doing what they want to do. But they go and glorify, right? Glorilla. They go and, in large portion, not all women, they run behind all these celebrities thinking they're going to get this and get that because that's what they think they want. They think the men want that, but we really don't want that. We just want a traditional woman, but they're with all that bullshit and all this transactional shit and all this high standards, and that ain't what we're looking for. So maybe they'll get the point someday before it's too late. Now that brother did cook, no doubt about it. Even brought in Megan Thee Stallion and Gorilla and all those people that these women so-called look up to, these younger women. But we're gonna take it from a different angle. We're gonna take it from the old school angle. We're gonna hit you with statistics and all the extra shit. So we're gonna come with the real. We want these women to do this right here. Like Spike Lee said in the movie, I'm gonna play it. I wouldn't go play it, but I'm gonna play it. Because I think it's relevant. Where's it at? Roll the clip. Where's it at? I want these women in America to do what? Wake up! That's what I want these women. Y'all want to hear that one more time? I want black women and black men to do what? Wake up! Right. We want them to do that so we can have a better community. You feel me, my bro? So, I'm going to run my intro because I don't feel good unless we run that intro. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to play the video that I'm going to react to. Actually, before we do that, I'm gonna show you a picture. This is the woman. She's a doctor. She's a TikToker, and she's the person that ran the TikTok video that I'm gonna react to. The name of her video is "The Reasons Why Black Women Are the Last to Get Married." Now we're gonna break that junk down. We're gonna break that one all the way down. So a lot of times women get on here and think they look good and they just want to say, but I think she said she's a doctor, but I don't know. That ain't my business. But anyway, her video caught my attention big time, bro. So I'm gonna run the clip. Then we're gonna come back. I'm gonna run her video, and then I'm gonna react to it point by point. So let's get the video. Let's get my intro up, and let's get after it. Roll the clip. I guess. Pause it right there. So I'm gonna run this clip right here. And then we're gonna react to it because what she said drew my attention to the max. So I felt like we need to review it. We need to react to it. Because when people drag the brothers, I got to step back, do the research, and come at you. Especially when there's some holes in your bullshit. So, without further ado, not that it's a big deal, but we're going to run this clip right now. And then we're going to react to it. So let me see if I can find this woman's clip. Okay? So we're going to find this woman's clip. Doctor somebody. I didn't catch the name. But she's dragging the brothers a little bit. She really is. She taking it, she on these talking points. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and run her clip now. If I can find it, where's that? All right. It's about 4 minutes long. So let's get it. Run it.
The last to get married in America. Who? Black American women. The highest divorce rates. Who? Black American women. The last to get married. This is what the stats are showing. The lowest marital rates, the last to get married in America, and the highest divorce rates. Why? Because Black American women have been tricked into this strong, independent, matriarchal, sisters be doing it for themselves. I don't need no man. I'm not dating outside of my culture or race mentality. You have been tricked, shook. You have been lied to. You've been taught to stick to a ghost, to be loyal to men who don't show up to you, men who have the highest rates of imprisonment, have the highest rates of mental health issues, the highest rates of gang mentality, the highest rates of non-committal and non-marital rates. Black American women, get off of the independent, sisters be doing it for themselves, I don't need no man. You've been tricked. It's a defense. Men have tricked you into having sex with them, investing in them emotionally so that you don't get what you are supposed to have according to the word of God and according to even biological principles. When a woman has sex, there is a hormone release called oxytocin. Oxytocin is a bonding hormone for women. Women are creating soul ties, fornicating, releasing oxytocin to men who aren't marrying them. Stop it. Fornication is sinning against your own body. Stop giving it up to these men. They're not marrying you. They're not investing in you financially, energy, time, sacrificing. Stop doing it. Rise to the occasion and feel better about yourself. Date outside your culture. Date outside your race. Get an African man. Get a Caribbean man. Get an Afro-Spanish man. Get a Cape Verdean man. Get an Indian man. Get a Hispanic man. Get a white man if you have to. Just make sure that you pray about whatever mate that you're going to choose, because marriage, like my mentor would say, is it's like a biological, expression, so it has to be equally yoked and kindred. But Black American women, stop getting tricked out of having a real man show up for you, invest in you, love you, sacrifice. Stop doing it. Stop having sex and fornicating and sinning against your own body and creating these false bonds when he hasn't even released his bonding hormone, which is vasopressin, the male bonding hormone. Stats do not lie. Something is off. Something's wrong. There has been some sort of abomination, like some type of spiritual law that's been violated, biological law that's been violated, psychological law that's been violated. Get your power back. Stats do not lie. The Black American women that I know that get results are those that are not highly focused on he has to be Black American. If he is, great, congratulations. Get over that. Get you a nice, modernized, equally yoked African man in America. In America. Not one you bring from Africa. One that's here. Start thinking more. It's very spiritual, it's very psychological. Make sure that what you do is working for you.
Shorty said a lot. Shorty said a lot. But the main points that I'm going to focus on what she said, I'll point those out. And then we'll talk about it. She said Black women are taught to stick with Black men. And she called us a ghost. 1 point. Point 2, she said Black men are not loyal and don't show up in relationships. I'm going to break that down. Point 3, she said Black men have the highest imprisonment rate. Everybody talks about that. I'm going to dispel that shit. Point 4, Black men have the highest mental illness rate in America. She said something about that. Point 5, she said Black men have the highest gang mentality. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Point 6, she said Black men, and here's the big one. She said Black men are non-maritable. And every one of them, she said why. So I'm going to explain to Shorty the reasons why on every one of those points that she made in that clip. And on the second half of this live stream tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about sisters that go overseas. Because she said she's on this, well, she didn't say overseas, but she said marry somebody outside your race. Maybe that might work in America, but it really ain't even working in America because white T-man ain't marrying y'all like that. White T-man might be fetishing you chicks, but he ain't really marrying y'all in large numbers. So if you try to do what the passport brother does, oh, we're going to talk about that just a little bit on the other side. But this is a short stream tonight. You know, I don't make those long. It's less, maybe even an hour or so. But we're going to get these points out today. So you saw my thumbnail. You heard Shorty. You heard what she had to say. And I'm going to break it down. So again, welcome to 8,000 Miles Away tonight. This is your host, Vic, for another exciting video. If our videos made you laugh, made you smile, or if you learned anything, like, share, subscribe to 8,000 Miles Away. We certainly would appreciate it as we continue to grow. Man, I forgot to do the thing. And if y'all got any super stickers, y'all got any super chats, got any of that, send it over. It always helps us grow. It really does. And I really would appreciate it. Alaikum salam. Now, being that as it may, we're acting to that Black female I just showed you one more time. You just saw her. And she's a TikToker. I think she's a doctor. I don't know. At least she has a doctor behind her name. I thought I saw that. Who gave a hot take on why Black women are least likely to get married. Now, wait a minute. Hang on. I want to make sure. No. Let's hit this the way I want to hit it. So we're reacting to this Black female TikToker who thinks she's cracked the code on why sisters ain't getting married. That's what we want to talk about. She came in with a whole damn checklist, as you saw, on why Black men's fault. Why it's Black men's fault. But you see, that's cap. That's straight cap. So we're going to go point for point. I'm going to show you why that argument don't hold no damn water. Like I said, number one, she said black women are taught to stick to black men, but she called black men ghosts. So I'm going to say to her, listen up, chick. You can't stick with black men you can't stick with black men in the same breath call us ghosts. Which one is it? Either you're loyal or you're out here fishing. The truth is, black men aren't ghosts. Other women are seeing us, like Latino chicks, Asian chicks, white girls. They're lining up for the brothers, and y'all know it. Stats show black men swirl more than black women do. So if you're sitting around waiting on a ghost, maybe the problem ain't us disappearing, chick. It's the fact that you holding on to dudes that you don't even want. Point blank. Point number two, she said. Black men ain't loyal, but we don't show up. That's the oldest line in the book. Everybody tired of hearing that, bro. Black men been showing up in ways we're not even getting credit for. We're the ones getting married to single mothers over here who already got 2 and 3 kids. We're the ones that's paying bills that ain't even ours. We're the ones that's fighting for family, fighting my kids in court to see our own children. But the kicker is loyalty doesn't mean we got to put up with the damn disrespect. Just because we draw the line doesn't mean that we sucker ass niggas out here. You feel what I'm saying, my chick? So don't say we ain't loyal when you're showing up. That's bullshit on the game. Third point, young lady said. Yeah, she said it. She said black men got the highest imprisonment rate. Damn, everybody won't cut that along. Even that Charlie Kirk guy was saying that. That was his biggest swan song. Everybody says it. But here's the reality. The reality for your ass. That used to be true. But shorty, you ain't up to date on your receipts. Because if you're checking the numbers, crime and guys going to jail has been dropping over the past 20 years. As far as young men being in prison. It's down damn near 50% from 20 years ago. We ain't just filling up cells. We filling up here. In America, we filling up colleges, we're running businesses, and we traveling all over the globe. So that old saying about y'all locked up and all that shit, that's tired talk. That's the shit that your mama's generation used as an excuse. But it ain't today. So young guys ain't going to jail like they used to. That's just a statistic. You can look it up. Fourth thing she said, black men got the highest mental illness. Now, you know that's bullshit. Come on, man. Nah. We got the highest illness. We got the highest pressure. I'll give her that. But black men don't go to therapy like that. We don't do that. So half the numbers don't even get counted. And the real deal is that mental health issues is everybody's problem. White women are the ones that lead the list when it comes to mental illness and diagnosing and mental illness and all that. They run the show on that. They win the cape on that shit. But somehow it's us they paint like a broken toy. So that's just how society play it. We always the person they look at. When men struggle, it's ammo to shame us. When women struggle, it's sympathy. You see the difference? I see a couple of comments. I'm going to stop before I knock out her 5th and 6th point. Because when I get to her 5th and 6th point, we're going to go to the other side like we do. So let's see what these comments are here. Comment from Frank Tate. What up, my man, Frank? Comment from Tank Tank. That's right, Frank. I should let that sit there for a while. In fact, Frank, since you said that, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you this right here because you just made a point. Y'all read what Frank just said, and since Frank said that, I'm gonna hit him with this right here. Let's get it, Frank. Yeah, you deserve that one, Frank. No doubt about it. Frank says we cannot be so bad if all others women out here want us. Point taken, no doubt. No diggity, no doubt. All right, on to the so we're gonna let's tackle her fifth point. Her fifth point is black men have the highest gang mentality. Now, there's the one that white nationalists and the white community tie like to put on there, even black people. Because if you hear something so many times, you have a tendency to want to believe it, even if you ain't never been no gang member. Be honest with you, I'm the age I am. I've never ever been approached by no gang or even think about no gang. And I think there's a lot of brothers like me that ain't been even associated with no shit like that. Maybe that's somebody else that got down like that, but everybody don't get down like that. So we shouldn't be labeled as gang mentality. That's bullshit cap. So less than 1% of brothers even are in gangs. But you turn on the news and they make it look like every brother on the corner got a damn flag in his pocket. Bullshit cap. That ain't true. Meanwhile, corporate America is stealing billions of dollars in fraud, and police is beating the shit out of everybody, and but they're calling us a gang. I think they might be the gang, but what they put on us ain't nothing but propaganda. They're trying to trick your ass into thinking that we're the gang when somebody else is really the gang, like corporate America. And then finally, number 6. She says that black men are non-maritable. That's the close right there. Now this is the big one. She says that we don't marry. And I'm gonna say that's bullshit again. Everybody in America's numbers is down in when it comes to marriage, not just ours. You know, a lot of people get married. Brothers ain't getting married for the reasons I hear. Roll the clip.
I got some clothes, I got some jewelry, the rest I got tied up in investments. I ain't got nothing else.
Brothers ain't stupid. No. We see the trap, divorce courts, stripping dudes, child support, making slaves out of men, and women dipping as soon as they get an upgrade. You feel me? So brothers are saying, brothers are looking at marriage and saying, why sign up? Why sign up for a contract? And the shit is a contract. They can leave me homeless, broke and shit. We're non-marital by nature. And well, we're not marital by non-marital by nature, is what I'm trying to say. We're just tired of taking the L's. Overseas, brothers see a whole different game. Women who still believe, overseas, brothers see a whole different game. Overseas, women still believe that family is family and they don't bleed you dry. So if you go meet a chick overseas, she may take some of your money, but it ain't gonna be all of your money because their money ain't all that no way. It ain't the same kind of dollars we get over here. And they ain't trying to bleed you dry. That's why being a checking out of this American marriage hustle. Now, in contrast, let's flip the flip just a little bit. Because she made a reference to the end of her video that you girls, you women should check out and go see other men. Now, I ain't knocking no woman who date somebody else. But really, y'all only option is brothers in the simp brothers in the United States, because you can't really go overseas. And we're gonna talk about that on the side. You can't really go overseas, and brothers are waking up, just like I said in the video. So therefore, I'm not sure where y'all gonna go, because you done price yourself out of the market. You know, price yourself out of the market. So here's the part that she ain't telling. Women, if they go overseas, they're struggling. Like I said, the only thing they got is the wimp guys in the United States that's willing to do what, just take on kids and all that other shit. See, foreign dudes ain't 6'3", and they ain't 6 feet tall, and they ain't running around kissing no ass and kissing up to somebody who's talking about what you bring to the table. Overseas men ain't built like that. Their average height, 5'2", 5'3", average money, and they're proud of it. And they ain't finna bow down to no American bullshit standards. So I don't know what you're gonna do about trying to go overseas. I think that's smoke cap. Or dating somebody outside your race. Unless you dating a white guy, and the white guy ain't really, like I said, checking for you like that. Just a little bit. Some of them are. We all generalizing here. So, you know, the guys overseas, they ain't checking for you like that. They're just average dudes. And the women over there, they don't mind averaging marrying an average dude to our standard. So ain't nobody lining up to impress somebody who's an Instagram chick. That's why a lot of sisters need to run back. They either run back home disappointed when they go overseas. So sis, you can throw all the shade. I'm talking about the one in the video that I'm talking about the woman that I'm reacting to. Whoever this chick is that went on TikTok with the bullshit. You can throw all the shade and all the shame you want, but the facts don't lie. Black men ain't ghosts. We ain't disloyal. We ain't all in prison and broken mentally. And we ain't all in no damn games. And we're not non-maritable. We're just not dumb enough to walk into a rigged game. But meanwhile, you overseas are talking about men don't measure up because your standards are fake, and brothers are choosing peace and sisters are choosing pain. So that's my take on that review. And y'all can let me know what y'all think in the chat. Y'all saw the video. Y'all really saw the video. So with that being said, you know how I do. We're going to go to the other side, and then we're going to break down passport sisters. We're going to break down passport sisters going overseas for a few minutes, and then I'm going to land the plane. But in the meanwhile, let me get this thing together here. So we're gonna hit you with this. Oh yeah, we're gonna hit you with this. But no, you know what? No, I'm telling you, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna hit you with this.
Sit down at my table, put your mind at ease. If you relax, it will enable me to do anything I please. I can read your future, I can change it around some too. I look deep into your heart and soul. You do have a soul, don't you, Lawrence? Make your wildest dreams come true. I got voodoo, I got hoodoo, I got things I ain't even tried. And I got friends on the other side.
He's got friends on the other side.
Hey, we're gonna hit you on the other side after I hit you with that little intermission right here. Let's get it. Hit the slide. All right. Welcome to 8,000 Miles Away. As we get into the other side of the stream here, and get to it. Got something funny I want to play before we get to it. You know, a lot of these brothers, we get addicted to these Latino women, and that's what I'm saying. These women be on us, man, and these guys get addicted. It's just something about a Latin woman that men we can't control. And when they hit us with that poppy shit, I'll just let y'all see this skit. Roll the clip.
Yo no entiendo cuál es el problema. Tú siempre estás durmiendo. Tú puedes hacer tanto con tu vida. Si te levantas temprano, te cepillas los dientes y tienes que hacer lo que tú tienes que hacer. ¿Por qué tú duermes tanto?
See, look, there you go. You insulted me in Spanish. I don't got time for this, okay? So I'm going to step out of the car and just take time to cool off, okay?
No, you get out. No, we're talking right now. We're going to talk. Ya, ahorita mismo. Ven aquí, escúchame. Papi. Ven aquí, papi. Tú sabes, tú no vas a ningún lado. Tú eres mío para siempre. Tú sabes que tú me vas a extrañar. Vas a extrañar ese arroz con pollo, con los plátanos. Ven aquí, papi.
It is what it is. Hey, how many y'all believe that, man? I mean, y'all think I'm bullshit, don't you? Y'all know when them girls got all that da-da-da. What can you do? What can you do? Yeah, brother. Yeah, bro. So we're going to get into this next part right here. We're going to talk about how these sisters are taking L's on the other side. Just a little bit. And I got a little small monologue on this shit, too. So we're going to hit this right now. Just like I'm hitting this damn stick. The stick be good, but y'all should get into these sticks. It might not be y'all thing. I don't know. So without further ado, we're going to play a few clips on these chicks that's having a hard time overseas. So here's the thing. They run over there overseas chasing guys that don't want them over here when they can stay over here. Why is it that a woman always want what they can't get? They had the opportunity. They blew the shit. Now they want to come overseas and get the niggas that don't even want them. What kind of sense does that make? Stay over here with the motherfucking niggas you want to get with right here. These niggas who don't mind taking care of 2 or 3 of your badass kids. I don't understand. Now they want to float and rope and go over there. All right, roll the clip. We're going to hit. I got a few. Let's get it.
Don't come to Thailand if you want to date. In my last video, I was talking about dating in Thailand and how if you're American or you're just, melanated, then it's not our environment. Well, some people took that and they ran with it, saying that, oh, it's just me, I'm the problem. You need to do something with your hair. If you're coming to Thailand just to date, you need to leave. That wasn't the point of the video. First of all, I don't do my hair when I make TikToks because it's never that serious. Second of all I'm saying is that if you are a man and you want to come to Thailand and date, it is so easy for you because women here really want money and they need money, so they go find it in a man. But if you're a woman, it's totally different. They see us as objects, and even the foreign men that come here don't even want the melanated women. And this is not just from my experience. This is from other people I've talked to here too. I'm not saying that every man is like this, but a majority of them. Like, you really have to go out and look and try to find that guy, or they'll come to you. I did not come to Thailand to date. I came for peace. I came for travel, for new experiences. But who says I can't date if I want to date, Piggy? Exactly. Gave it a try, just letting y'all know how it is to date abroad. And P.S., if I wanted to go anywhere to date, it would be China. I digress.
Hard time overseas, you got to understand. Next video.
For example.
Do you have any unique experiences so far, going out on dates? The last guy I went on a date with, and he asked me, and I was asking him and stuff, and I standard questions, have you ever been with a foreign girl? Have you ever been with a black woman and everything? And when I asked him that, he's like, yeah, but I don't think I want any N-word kids. He said, I don't think I would want any N-word kids because they would get bullied here in Korea. I said, I almost jumped out of my seat. I said, so why that word? Why can't you just say, you don't want any black kids? But you use a nice hard word.
Wait, she said N-word kids, or did he use the word
No, he said the word verbatim. He was like, I don't want any kids. This is where I said the level of experience with certain Koreans with black people sometimes does vary, because why you would think that was something you could say to me and I wasn't going to potentially retaliate against you is questionable. We're in Korea, where Koreans date Koreans. And so when it comes to their experiences with other cultures, it's very limited. And it's sometimes they will say some very out of pocket comments. And then you're just sitting there looking like, I know you didn't just say that to me.
Explain to me why brothers can go overseas and have success in other cultures. And even if we sometimes occasionally run into bumps with people saying bullshit they ain't got nothing to say, it's not a big deal to us because we heard that shit in the United States. We heard that shit from Bubba down here in Mississippi. We heard that shit from the Northerner up in New York. They wanted the carpetbagger who want to talk that shit. We heard that shit from my bosses. You know what, man? I remember when I was working for a car dealership right out of college. Let me draw this shit. I'm gonna try to put this shit together for you. I'll never forget this shit in my life. I'm old enough to saw this. I'm gonna point this out. I'm working there, and this is the kind of shit that we go through. The guy drew a circle. I'm gonna draw a circle. He drew a circle. This is a white boy on the job. He drew a circle. Now we all are working there trying to sell a car. We were selling Acuras. I won't name the car dealership, but it was in Charlotte, North Carolina. He drew this, he drew that, he drew this. And I'm gonna show this to you. He drew this, he drew this, and he drew this. And he did like that. Okay. And then he put a dot in the middle. Now, this is what he drew me, and I hope y'all can see this. This is what the cat drew me. So don't tell me I don't understand. I've been on marches. I've been on Washington's. I ran for office to fight all this shit, but I don't do it anymore because I'm chilling out. But you know, I'm chilling out. I'm going to the Philippines and fuck all this shit. But this is what he drew to me. And I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Maybe you can. I don't know. Let's do it from here. Oh, that's right. Do it from the center. All right. What he drew, what this says, is that if you can see that, he's a car salesman just like me. We all selling cars. He showed me that dot in the middle and those things around those little cones. He drew a circle with those dots. He said, you know what that is, boy? I said, I don't know, man. We trying to sell cars, man. What the fuck's up? He said, you don't know what that is, boy? That's the nigga in the middle, and that's the clan right there with the eyes right there in the cap. Ha, 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 ha. All of them just laughed like hell and thought that was so funny. I never reported it. Maybe I should have reported it to the manager, but I never reported it. I just said, fuck it. That's the, y'all feel the way you do. And guys still that way to the day. On jobs, they're just like that today. Anytime you tell me that you cannot get fired for George Floyd saying something derogatory about George Floyd, but you can get fired for saying something about Charlie Kirk, that tells me we still the same. Ain't shit changed. So I don't know how we got down that road, but I just, that shit's inside of me all the time. And I don't ever forget it. And y'all shouldn't either, especially if you're a person of color. And especially you sisters over there trying to date overseas. But brothers can do it because we used to the shit. We're conditioned to be able to handle this shit. We can go overseas and not act up. Them Indians might do it over there in China because they ain't got no damn sense. They go over there, they just get some ass, they go crazy. Drink some liquor, they have food with it. Guys watch what they're doing because we've been watching what we're doing all year, all our life. That's how we got to where we are. And the women, we know how to love them. And that's all they want. Because some of the women ain't getting it from their local men over there. So I got off on a tangent, but I just wanted to make that point. Next clip.
Why don't we get our passports and go overseas too and find us a man that's going to treat us right? So let's go over there and take our passports and go over there and find us some good men too that love us United States women.
Today's topic is going to be dating as a black woman in Italy. We are Italians.
That shit ain't happening. Y'all know damn well y'all ain't going overseas and dating nobody and getting no shit. No, hell, that woman can't get nobody over here. What the hell is she talking about? Next clip.
So I kind of want to get on here and talk about dating in Thailand. Because honestly, when I tell people I live in Thailand, that'd be their first question. Like, oh, you live in Thailand and you're black and you're a woman. How's that going? So where should we even start? I would say that first of all, I see men at their worst over here. That's like the end all be all. I see men at their worst. They're over here on vacation and they're doing things that they don't want anyone else to know about and they don't want to be shamed for. And the things that they be doing over here, they would not get shamed for. So I see them being their biggest sluts bags possible, right? And most of the time, the guys that are coming over here and like going buck wild like that are men that have like never been told that they were handsome their entire life. And they're most of the time they're like bottom of the barrel ass niggas from wherever they're from. Most of the time, I'm not gonna capture you. Now, you will meet the occasional like guy on a guy's trip, and they're just out here celebrating something, or they're having a good time, and they're not on no bullshit. Like, I understand you want to like have fun, but these niggas be taking it far than a motherfucker. So, with that being said, I tried dating out here. Also, I don't discriminate because I've dated probably just about every race, but I do have a preference, and my preferences out here they're all African. I like African men until I don't. The ones straight from the motherland, oh, they gonna make me catch a case. Oh no. So we're left with pretty much nothing. So it sucks. But you can look up, like, I have been on some nice dates out here. But no buts. Just make some friends. If you're coming out here as a black woman, just make some friends. Hopefully you got a boo from back home. That'll be your best bet. Cause you thought Slim Pickens in Atlanta? Bitch. Bring your ass to Bangkok. I like Asian guys too, by the way. So don't be like, oh, well, why don't you just date a Thai guy? Well, there's a language barrier first and foremost. And they don't have any money. Sorry, but it's true. So yeah, I date when I go back home, or I date when I go out of Thailand, like, you know, just make some friends. Just make some friends, because you're going to need them. You ain't finna find no niggas out here. You ain't finna find your man, your husband. Your husband is not out here, and if he is, he probably don't want to know what he's doing. Anyways, dating in Thailand, 0 to 10 recommend. Bye.
So why the hell are you over there? Why are you over there unless it's strictly for work or stack your bread? Because if you're over there thinking you can sneak and teak and get a sneaky link or whatever, you ain't nothing but a fetish. They'll bust that ass, but they ain't staying with you, chick. They don't want you. They don't. They ain't feeling that type of. They ain't feeling your energy, and you ain't feeling theirs. So why are you even over there? I got a couple of chat outs here. I got a couple of chats, and the first one's from Red Black. He said, "This happens to be the white guy." Said he's feeling unsafe being a straight white man these days. I say I feel that way all my life in America. That's why I left. That's right, bro. That's right. I'm feeling you on that. And by the way, salute to you, Red. And shout out to my girl, Virginia. She go by Gina. Frank, I think you met her. I just thought maybe I'd give her a shout out on the hair. You know, I'll talk to you a little later on after the stream. Y'all don't know who Virginia is. I'll show you a picture. She don't always come on the camera, but she definitely is part of this whole entire mission, this whole entire channel. No doubt about that. So Redback said, there it is, money. This is what keeps women single. Right. And Red, I got one for you right here, man. I'm gonna play this off. I might shouldn't do this while I got my girl on the line on the chat, but you know, hey man, she know me. She know me. But this is for you, Mr. Red Black. Roll the clip.
Put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air.
Yeah, that's for you, Red. I try to keep it safe. If you know what I mean. So my next clip brings it home. This brother right here, he's a passport, bro. And he did a reaction, and I want y'all to see it, about sisters trying to date overseas. Roll the clip.
To all my passport sis, comment down why.
Let me be very clear when I say this.
Do not try to give our title away to these women. That is something we as men worked on. We did that. Women cannot do what the passport bros can do. Women who are traveling outside of the country via passport cannot do what the passport bros could do. Women that moved to other countries are not getting dates, sir. There's too many videos out there talking about their dating experience is non-existent. They're getting sexed up, but they ain't getting booed up. Their expectations are too unrealistic and their standards are too high, sir. As a matter of fact, a woman shouldn't have to go anywhere if she was highly sought after. She can sit right here. Nobody's coming for them, sir. It's very few far and in between. 6 foot tall, 6-pack abs, 6-figure income. You gonna go to the Philippines and get that? You get 1 out of the 3 maybe. You're going to go to Thailand and get that? You'll get 1 out of 3 maybe. DR, Colombia. You might go to Dubai, but most they really want to do over there is shit on you. So they'll get pooped on in Dubai. That's a girl's trip. They might go to Jamaica and float on one of those river rafts down that nasty-ass HIV river and get that nasty-ass cocoa butter rubbed on their butts. That's about it. That's a girl's trip. They might do some fan flicking on a carnival cruise. Girls' trip. They are not passport sisters or passport girls or passport pookeishas. You think a sister is going to go to Africa and get a husband? You think they're going to go down to Jamaica and snatch up one of them guys to be rubbing on their ass with that cocoa butter lotion on them nasty-ass rivers? You think that's going to happen? You think that they're going to goddamn go and marry these men and bring them back to the States? You think these sisters are going to be like, I am going to move to Indonesia, Bali, and marry a man and stay over there and have to wear them coverings over my head and eat curry all goddamn day? Is that what you think? Mm-mm. Nope. Not happening. Don't do that. Don't even try to do that. Okay? We have been perfecting this craft for years now. Don't give them our title. Get your ass out of here with that shit.
Couple of comments here before I get into my monologue. Red Black says, shout out to Mr. Elite. Yeah, you know about Mr. Elite. Yeah, he funny as hell, man. Y'all need to check his channel out. He makes me laugh on a regular. And Frank says, do black women understand that most men in these other countries are not making making 100K? That's true. That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I'm saying. They on that good bullshit. So hey, check it. These passport sisters out here are struggling bad, man. They're struggling bad. They flying to Thailand, Colombia, Brazil, thinking they're gonna stunt like brothers. Y'all don't move like brothers. Ain't happening. You think you're gonna pull up overseas and it's gonna be good for you? Nah, that game don't work for y'all. It don't work for you chicks. See, you see, when we hop on that plane, we looking for peace, respect, and that feminine energy. That's what we looking for. Something totally different from the headache back in the States. You heard what I'm saying, sisters. These overseas cats ain't feeling you like that. Shorty, you are absolutely bugging. You bugging thinking that shit when you go overseas. Average Thai guys, they usually 5'5", 5'4", maybe 5'6". They're making regular money, Filipino dudes are cool. They family men. They humble. They ain't flexing like no NBA baller. That's what you want. Or you want the average sucker back in the States. I mean, you selling for him, but you ain't getting no NBA ballers over there. And plus the guys over there from the Philippines and Thailand ain't kissing your ass on no crazy ass checklist. So the truth is, only dudes checking for you sisters. The only dudes checking for you sisters over is guys in America that really ain't got too many other options. They dating chicks with 2 or 3 kids, and they just selling for y'all and y'all's nasty ass mouths. The locals ain't with that bullshit. So when y'all go over there, don't think you're gonna get the locals. The culture don't fit. And your standards are too high. And your sisters are gonna be sitting on the sidelines looking confused. Just like the women in the video. So sisters, the world don't owe you shit. They don't owe you nothing. That's why y'all overseas looking real dry. You're looking real dry. While brothers out here eating, finding love, and stacking wins. My advice to you sisters is to hop back on that damn plane, hop back on the plane, and go back to the plantation brothers back home that would take care of your ridiculous standards. Your kids by other men, your bad attitude. And you might think you're winning over there in the States. You might, because you probably are with all the laws and shit. But the truth is you're losing in Thailand. You're losing in Colombia and Brazil and all these other countries. Point blank, period. So guys, that's all I got. I'm going to go ahead and land the plane. We right at about a little over an hour. I appreciate y'all stopping by. I want you brothers to stay up. And you know I'm going to see you on Thursday. So I want you to be blessed. And you want to hang in there. And I appreciate y'all listening in. And shout out to Frank. Shout out to Red Black. Shout out to my girl, Virginia. You see her name, Gina, on there. And all the others that didn't comment. We love you. We thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you on the other side, which would be Thursday at the same bad channel. Let's get it.